Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. I got a reading for the collective, and this reading is going to be timeless, so it will find you when it needs to, and I trust that it will be in divine timing. So remember this. If you are in a time, because I see a person that is foggy, we have the Five of Cups with the moon. So the moon here is a little bit deception. Like the moon is not allowing you to see clearly. It's like this fog in front of you, because also this fog is appearing. And this fog may come from a destruction that has been recently happening in your life. It could be a drastic event or a breakup. It could be, something that has been interrupted by the universe or by somebody, by situations. And this cause, in a way, a little bit of instability into your life right now. And so the ground is shaking underneath you and you don't know what to do. But, we have this idea of we can stay there and wait. You don't really need to act right now in a direction. If you don't see things clearly right now, it's totally fine. I think that sometimes God puts us in those situations where we are shaking also to test our faith. So how faithful are you in God, in the universe? Because the more you trust and the less you should worry. It's very connected. It's like a balance. The more you trust, the less you should be worried. And I see this thing pending on the side of worrying, but it's not the solution. Like worrying right now is not the solution. The only solution is trust that something better is going to happen. Because sometimes the universe kicks us in the ass and it's not really a pleasant thing, but there is a bigger purpose behind this. And you may find out that the bigger purpose is you were in an environment that wasn't allowing your soul to grow anymore. So the universe has to take action towards that and make you change this thing that you were attached to. And sometimes these attachments come from familiarity. I always say this, and it's many readings that is coming up. This familiarity is like being attached to the familiar. And so if you are in like unsettled times right now, there should be the need to plan something, plan to do something in order to feel less stressed. Because, by planning something and start acting towards a direction, even if you don't know if it's the correct direction, could also help you to be more clear in your mind. I see, this moon is continuing to like bring this confusion right now. So if you're confused and you are in a time where you don't know where to go, it's fine. It's totally fine. Know that the universe has still a plan for you. Even if you don't see the clear picture right now, it may be that something is changing underneath the surface and you cannot see that. And you feel like, wow, why I have to be this way? Why I cannot move? Why the universe is letting me like stop? Sometimes we need to reflect and see what is it that we need to see in our lives. Sometimes all the situations are bringing us to a pause. And this pause many times is sacred because it's allowing you to grow up. It's allowing you to develop some certainties in yourself and develop that courage to take life as it comes, even when it's tough. Because we are here in a way to do this, to grow with our soul. And I saw like this tower moment as something that has been disrupted, as I said before, but it could also be purifying you. It could be also the universe, God, helping you to get rid of the energies that are not belonging to you anymore. Getting rid of all the patterns, because if you are willing to do this work and you are willing to do this kind of healing, the universe is there to help. God is there to help. And He won't leave you alone. Even if you are feeling alone right now, remember that God is always within you. So sometimes we are not able to receive the signal, but it's always with us. We are never alone. Even when we feel like so lonely, the universe, God, are there. We just are too confused or too worried or too concentrated on the mind that we cannot see what is truly happening. And sometimes the things that we see as bad right now, they will become better in the future because we see the bigger picture later. Sometimes I thought like, why this is happening to me? And then like months later, I realized like, wow, if that thing didn't happen, if that kick in the butt didn't come, I would have stayed there forever. So the universe needed to shake my ground in order for me to understand what was good for me, what wasn't good for me. And as I said, there's a lot of weeks that is coming, this idea of letting go, cutting the cords with what no longer serves. With this Seven of Wands, I see that somebody should be fearless. This is the best version we could be, like being fearless, having this courage and the strength, even in the adversity, to face the adversity and to see what is the lesson behind. Because sometimes we are not asking ourselves the right questions. We are just judging the situation for what it is right there, right now. But, as I said before, if you wait some time, you will have a greater picture. And so it may be that this is a thing that will allow you to succeed later on in life. And so take this time to pause and to be consistent in like having this will to heal, having this will to put in the hard work, to see your wounds and to see what is coming up that is really tough right now. Because I see for the future, in the tower, I got the Four of Wands. And this card is not bad at all. It's very good, actually. It's like something that will bring a blessing, that will bring this peace that we are looking for, this prosperity that we are looking for. And if you are looking for prosperity, know that it requires a little bit of strength right now to go on into these tough times, but that you will be rewarded for this. Nothing comes without a reward. As karma is action, reaction, even rewards are coming after times where we suffer. Suffer. It's not just a big suffering, but it's a kind of suffering. We can say this. And we need strength. In those times, we need the strength to help ourselves and to tell ourselves like, you can do it. You can do it. Nobody can stop you. If you are here on this planet right now, God wants you here. God wants you to be here, to understand. And so you may be in this idea of understanding, in this time where you need to understand things and to change something that didn't work until now. But I see in every obstacle the possibility to become a better human being. And so if this is what you are willing to do right now, know that tomorrow you will be better than today. And in 3 days, you will be better than tomorrow. So take this as a sacred pause, not just a pause, to understand more. Because, for the future, I see crazy things like we have the Six of Wands with victory. This is a card of victory. This is a card of celebrating, of finally reaching that goal, accomplish that thing that we always wanted to accomplish. It's like if you had an ambition, you could accomplish that ambition. And I see also that this situation is coming to bring you this awareness of what am I capable of doing? Because you may be limiting yourself because of the past. So the past should be just something to remind you that you have everything you need in order to go forward and to learn this lesson and to allow this cycle to close, because there is a big cycle closing. Awareness is usually the magician in the normal tarot. And so you have all the elements that are working in your favor. You have this power of mixing those elements. And this could be the creativity that you have, the things that you know how to do with your hands, or like the gifts that you have. So those gifts, you are building them. Day by day, you are building a new gift. Or maybe finding out what is the true gift that you have. Because you may be good at listening people, and like having a job close to being a psychologist, or being like listening to other people, being a coach, being a consultant, somebody that is able to listen. This is an ability. You may be in arts, able to create, able to design, able to write. There are many talents, and I'm sure that you have more than one talent. It's just that maybe until now you didn't believe in yourself enough in order to let this talent emerge, these gifts emerge into this reality. But know that it will come a time, and maybe this is this time, where you recognize how powerful you are. And you truly understand that you can bring what God wants you to bring into this world, because you are here for a reason. And the reason is bring your gifts, bring your talents, whatever you are doing right now. Humanity, the earth, the people need you. They need your work. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. That is the reason for everything. You see, we have 3 cards. One is like accelerated motion, something that will come really fast. And on the second cards, we have material and spiritual prosperity. And the other card is material harvest. So it means that it's coming, like this cycle of receiving. If you were a person that always gave something, this is truly the time to receive. This is the time to be at peace with what you did, be at peace with the people around you, and be at peace with where you are. It's fine. It's totally fine. I have two other cards. We got flowers with happiness. And I got like the sun with happiness and well-being. So like, even if right now you don't see this, we got also the box with gift, like receiving a gift. So you may receive a gift this week. And the gift could also be understanding where you are and accepting it. And starting to take, like, viewing life in a different way. Because since you start to see life in a different way, and you don't see things happening to you, but you see things happening for a reason, and you take that lesson and you don't repeat it again, that's how we grow. We had also this judgment card about rebirth, about growing, about taking new directions. It may be a time of transition right now. But in the transition, even if it's shaky, know that you can learn how strong you are. And you can learn how manifesting things can become very, like, every day easier and easier. Because it may be that you are also balancing karma. There is certain karma from the past that is still there and that needs to be burned in a way. And so if something shaky is happening, it may be because God is helping you to burn this karma and allow your soul to go into the next chapter of your life, because you learned the lesson and you learned what needed to be learned. So don't worry too much. Just concentrate on yourself and concentrate on feeling more love towards yourself and towards the people that you have around. This is what is coming. If you came this far, thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm sending so much love, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Ciao.